of the 12 as they roll into the backstretch.
From the XBTV studios in Arcadia, California, Santa Anita Park, I am Jeff Siegel, and thanks for tuning in to our Pacific Classic preview as we look ahead to Saturday's big race at Del Mar. It goes as the 10th on the program, 10th of 11 races, 1 mile and 1/4 on the main track, $1 million purse. These are the same conditions as the Breeders' Cup Classic, 1.25 miles at Del Mar, which will be staged on the first Saturday in November. Now, if you are playing the Pacific Classic, be sure to do so on the First Bet app or at expressbet.com. Here's how it works. Bet $10 to win on one horse in the Pacific Classic. If he wins, you win. If he runs second or third, we will give you your $10 back. So a very good promotion there. Also, don't forget about the $25 Fun in the Sun tournament. That's at Saratoga and Del Mar. Details at expressbet.com/tournaments. Getting back to the Pacific Classic now, and here's the field. 9 horses entered, all carrying 124 pounds. This is a very good gambling race if you like somebody, because you're going to get a square price. Morning line favorite 3-1 is Express Train, winner of the San Diego Handicap. He's won 3 out of 4 at Del Mar. We know he loves the track. Right behind him at 7-2 on the morning line, number 4, Royal Ship. 4-1 on Dr. Post. That's the Monmouth shipper from Todd Pletcher's barn. And then the inside 2 horses, Tripoli and Tis a Magician, both very dangerous as well, each at 5-1. Now, in handicapping this race, I'm looking at the pace scenario, and I'm having a tough time trying to figure it out as I bring in Eddie Olczyk. And Eddie, what do you say?
Well, Jeff, not a lot of speed as far as I'm concerned in the Pacific Classic. I think the speed of the race is the 5-horse Express Train with Juan Hernandez, who is riding really well this summer at Del Mar. I don't think he wants to get 1.25 miles. I know he loves Del Mar. He's won 3 or 4 career races there, but I don't think he can get the distance. He is the speed of the race. If there's somebody that wants to go with him, great, because I think it sets up for a closer, and I think a horse that I'm going to pick that is very tactical is the 4-horse Royal Ship with Mike Smith teaming up with Richard Mandella. Remember, these 2 horses, Express Train and Royal Ship, ran against each other in the San Diego a little bit earlier in the meet. That was only 1 mile and 1/16. I think that was a setup race for Royal Ship. I really like Mike Smith and Royal Ship to win the Pacific Classic. I am going to use the shipper, Dr. Post, coming from New York, for Todd Pletcher and the ownership group of Teresa and Vinny Viola. So I'm going to play 4-3, Jeff, here in the Pacific Classic.
Well, Eddie, I like Royal Ship. I'm with you there. This is a horse that ran 3rd in the San Diego Handicap last time out against essentially the same horses. Here he is sitting right behind the leaders. He's number 4 in the red and white silks as Mike Smith tries to find room. Now, he does find room towards the rail, but that was the worst place to be opening week at Del Mar. The rail was completely dead. It was a very biased track. And while it looks like Royal Ship is going to sneak through along the inside and win, he kind of hits a wall in the last 16th of a mile, pays the price of that inside draw, and ends up 3rd behind the Express Train. Very game and victory, and the horse on the outside, Tripoli. Now, the Del Mar main track hasn't been biased in weeks, so I think that's going to be fine. So wherever Royal Ship finds himself, I do think that he is going to have every chance at 1.25 miles to get the job done, and that's who I like on top, Royal Ship. However, Tis a Magician, I'm going to say with him, I think he's dangerous, especially if he's not policed on the front end. I think there's a possibility that Flavien Prat puts him on the front end and takes the lead. If you don't think he can go 1.25 miles against this level of competition, you might be surprised. He's a very good horse. He's a son of Tiznow. He loves Del Mar, and he is tough to get by if you don't pressure him early. So for me, Royal Ship over Tis a Magician. That's how I see the 10th race on Saturday. The $1 million Del Mar Pacific Classic, again, goes as the 10th race on an 11-race program. Best of luck, and go out and make some money.